with Mark Hahn on KSCJ.
All right, we are back, and we're talking with a dynamic duo from the Sioux City Camera Club, Tom Shaning and, of course, Michael Greiner. Hello, gentlemen. Welcome to Drive Time Live.
Hello, Mark. Thanks for having us again.
Oh, you're very, very welcome. Now, what I'm going to have to do is, seeing that I can't point to you guys, normally you'd be on the other side of the glass, but since COVID has been with us for almost a year now, they're going to have to say by name. So, Tom, let's start it off with you first. You got another exhibit coming up. You had an exhibit at the Arts Center. Is that over, or is that still up?
Well, that was over about a month ago.
Yeah, okay. Solitude. And Michael, did you have some pictures in Solitude?
I did. I had a Milky Way and a nighttime lighted camp.
Is that the one, that the tent and the stars in the back?
Yes.
I love that picture. That was one of my favorites. Although you guys do a great job at the Sioux City Camera Club with some of the different themes. Some of them are National Geographic types, where it's a slice of humanity, where it's a picture of somebody in in their lifestyle. Whether it's a lady sitting on a park bench, you've had pictures like that at the museum in Solitude, where it was a lady sitting on the back patio area. But you have a new exhibit that's starting at the Betty Strong Encounter Center, and it is starting February 16th. It has already been up.
Yes, it is. Yeah. You go ahead and speak, Tom.
Well, it just opened today.
Yeah.
We went down there, Mike and I went down there to preview all the images. We got 25 framed photographs on the wall there in their gallery.
And Mike, do you have any specials that are a favorite that are going to be up?
Well, there is many. It's very diverse this year, which is great because I like to see that coming from the club. So people will have interest if they're into black and white fine arts, if they're into nature, wildlife, photojournalism. There's quite a variety of good stuff. And I don't want to talk about my work because I could go on all day, but we really have quite a diverse amount of excellent prints, and I encourage the public to go in and take a look at these because it's really, really a good show.
Now, Tom, I see one here on the press release, Michael Walsh's English Daisies. It's going to be through March 28th, that you're going to have a rich range of images, Michael Walsh. Explain, the English Daisies is just pictures of daisies?
Yes, there's a whole group of them, and they're so pretty and pink, and just in a big cluster. Reminds you of summertime and all that warm weather, which would be a good way to kind of lose yourself in this cold weather now, to go down there and take a look at our spring, summer, and fall photographs. Tends to be some of the images coming from that time of the year. Nothing cold and nasty, so you can forget all about winter by coming down to take a look at our photographs.
Well, Mike and Tracy and the rest of the folks there at the Betty Strong Encounter Center and the Lewis and Clark Interpretive Center are very fine hosts. People can go through masked up, social distance. Is that how that works?
Yes.
Okay. Now, Michael, do you put together the slideshows that people can see online if they want, or is this a collaborative effort between you and Tom, or maybe even some other members of the Sioux City Camera Club?
Well, a matter of fact, it is Tom who's put together that slideshow. Now, there's a running slideshow at the exhibit hall put together by the Lewis and Clark Center, which I want to thank again for allowing us to exhibit again this year. But Tom has put one together with the digital images that we have printed down there, and he has a good share of those. He also has put together a video that he is sharing on Facebook as well.
I think I had a copy of that video, Tom. I think you sent me that, and I took a look at it, and it was very nice. But people need to stop down there to the Betty Strong Encounter Center. It's now open for the Sioux City Camera Club in this exhibit. And the title for the exhibit, I was looking through the page here and I didn't see a title like the one at the Arts Center, was Solitude. And this one is what's the title for this show?
Untitled. There is no theme. The photographer can just submit whatever photograph strikes their fancy that they'd like to show.
this is why we try to encourage people to go down and take a look at these pictures so that they can become interested and maybe stop in and visit the Camera Club, where we can be a teaching facility where typically it isn't just a competition for those that are in the membership. So we hope to, share what we know, because a good share of us are not spring chickens. And we would like to share what we know and make it easier for others.
I like the way you put that there, Mike.
That's right. Well, I was going to mention that the Sioux City Camera Club exhibit goes from Cuba, the Bay of Pigs photograph, to Hanoi, all the way to Rome. So we have some real wandering photographers out there bringing back images of things they've seen there. Not only street scenes, but also landscapes and people shots.
All right. So, Tom Shaning and Michael Greiner of the Sioux City Camera Club, while we have less than a minute left, let's talk about how people can get involved. How do they find out more, and maybe how they can enjoy and join the Sioux City Camera Club?
Well, I guess I'll start the SiouxCityCameraClub.com. We have our website and our Facebook page, and we list when our meetings are, and lots of information and lots of photo tips, and you can see our images. So that's one good way to find out more about the Camera Club.
All right. As Michael had said, you guys aren't getting any younger, and you want to pass along this knowledge. So Michael Greiner and Tom Shaning, thank you very much again for being my guests here on Drive Time Live.